Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Jordan here bringing you another YouTube video. In today's video, we're doing episode 4 of our Calgary Flames franchise mode. So, in the last episode, we left off here right before the draft, and we had a few questions about what we were going to do going into the draft. Now, we want Ted Davis. We didn't win the draft lottery. I believe we were third or fourth. And then we also had a pick down here. I think it was 12th, maybe it was 13th. And now I was asking you guys what we should do. Obviously, we want Ted, but if we can't trade Ted, what should we do? And unfortunately, that's okay. It happens. We're a brand new channel. Nobody had any recommendations or suggestions on what we should do. So I've decided we are 100% everything we can to get Ted. If we cannot trade for Ted, we are going to take Haggins, and then we are also going to take Arsene. Now, Arsene works because he's medium elite, but he's way down here to pick a lower pick. He's that DFD, which works for Perek, who's going to be the offensive defenseman. So that's your 1-2 combo of the future. And then I think Haggins is just the best center we can get. He's got lots of talent for me, which I think is nice. And I just think it's going to be better than having Martone, who's the winger. And we're not going to get Medvedov. Like, it's unrealistic to think he's going to drop. And I'm just not sure about Misa. Like, I think that Misa is going to be the better all-around player. Or even like a Frondell. Like, these guys are going to be better all-around players. But I just think Haggins is going to end up being the best offensively gifted center. And I'm already doing a different franchise mode where I drafted Misa. So this time around, we're going to go with Haggins. And I think that's just going to work out best for us. So let's get right into the draft here. We don't need to wait. We know what the game plan is. We have to quickly trade with Los Angeles as fast as possible. They don't want to give up the pick. That hurts. Remember, they moved up from like 10 or something. So I really thought they would want to give up the pick. So we'll just offer both first. Trade rejected. Okay, that makes sense. Trade difficulties on hard. We're not giving up future first because we're still going to be a bad team. They want Boyum. Okay, they only want young guys here. So they're trying to rebuild. This isn't good. We already traded away like all our best guys. Okay, we have Blake Coleman. That's who we were looking to add on here. Trade rejected. It doesn't match the block. We might not be able to pull this off, guys. I'm doing this in one take too, by the way. I'm not going to keep doing this over and over until I get the trade to go through. If they don't accept it, they don't accept it. We'll offer Kadri. I'll see if he can waive. He didn't want to waive. Okay. It was worth it to ask. This is a huge piece for us. I don't want to give up these future firsts. Like, I'll give up the Vegas one, but our pick is going to be good. Trade rejected. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do here, guys. I don't want to have, like, this terrible asset management. I know, like, you're trading away all these little pieces, and it's going to be, like, a Connor McDavid-esque player. I just don't believe we can afford to trade William here. Like, we just brought him in as well. It doesn't make sense. Right wingers, like, we have our younger guys are all that have value. I don't want to trade them away. Like, maybe Gridden. Like, he's about the only thing I don't think he's going to grow. We can try Gridden here and see. Oh, shit. Where are we? We'll try this. Doesn't go through. We're running out of time. That's the only issue. Time is the biggest factor. Maybe this guy. There are more than 50 players in the org. Okay, where's Basha? The value just isn't there whatsoever. Okay, this is my last resort. I'm not going to trade our first for 2026. I will trade it for 2027. Now, this is the best offer I can make. 4 firsts and Coleman. If they say no, they say no. Yeah, alright, boys, we tried. I don't think it's like we just don't have the trade value, unfortunately. It is what it is. Like, it's unfortunate. I really wanted him, and I think he was perfect. Like, you bring in that franchise player, and that's how you kickstart a rebuild. Like, this is who we're missing out on now. You got power forward Ted Davis, 6'3", 208 pounds. Speed's not there yet, but everything else is good enough to be an impactful player right out the gate. We could try, instead of going for Hagens, I'm not going to trade away pick 13. But if we can try to like just trade the second, Hunter here, and then Basha. There we go. So we move up to 2. So we guarantee ourselves Ledvinov. I like that. I didn't think I was going to be able to make that happen, if I'm being honest. I like that for us. He's got a Nick Backless style of play. All right. That wasn't an option I considered. Sorry, I didn't even ask you guys about that either in the comments. I never thought we wouldn't get Davis. I really thought it would happen. So there we go. Ilya Medvinov, third line scorer. Decent speed. He's got speed. He's got a decent shot. The puck skills are not what I'd like them to be for a playmaker, but kid's 1882, there's room to grow. So we'll see. So they end up with Martone, 79, which means Hagens is going to the Sharks. So let's compare here. So he's right there with the speed. He's got better puck control. I think his hands overall are just better. The shots about the same. I'm happy with it, honestly. I never even looked at Medvinov, but 6'2" as a center is a little bit better than Hagens being so small. I want to view the draft class here. I don't think I want to make another trade. Like, this is where we hold here. Like, we could trade for Schaefer. And I think Schaefer would obviously be a fantastic defenseman. But I just think Arsene being the DFD makes more sense to play with Perek. And he's got this, a good leader, is respected in the locker room. Like, I really like that. So we're going to just sim pick by pick. So yeah, Schaefer, and there we go. I thought Schaefer would drop to 6. He goes 5th. 80 overall. This is a player who could definitely jump in right away and play impactful minutes. Like, he could be in the top 4. Or in our team, he would be in the top 4. And make an impact. Here we go. Misa, 79 overall. I'm not mad about losing Misa. I think it's way better to have Medvinov. Frondell goes. He's not even close to ready. Like, he's 2 years out probably. Okay, Jones goes. This isn't the guy we were watching, but interesting. 81 overall. He's NHL ready for top 4 minutes. And we're at 13. Now, here's the question. Do we move up to guarantee our guy? Because he's at 13. Like, he's the bottom end. We might move up. The Islanders want to trade, and so do the Sens. If he drops to the Senators, I'm going to move up. So there's McQueen. Oh, it's so tough right now. Because he could just fall right into our laps. There's no backup plan. Like, I don't want to... Like, we can't draft a Mertka or something. Like, we need this medium elite talent here. We'd have to, like, maybe backtrack and flip the pick. So we'll look at it. They want to get rid of it. So we moved up once. We can move up again. I want to keep the rest of our picks for this draft. I think it's a good idea to get as many picks here as we can. We'll look at what's matching the block. Blake Coleman. Is this where we finally move on from Coleman here? Oh, he doesn't want to go here. We can ask him to waive. There's no point in not asking him. Trailus is already there. He feels valued here. Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. I get that. to trade these guys. Trade in. He's 70 overall. I'm going to see if I can get back a low pick. Like a 5th round pick. There we go. I think we could have squeezed a little bit more out of there, but it's good for us just to move up and guarantee our guy. There we go. 81 DFD. This guy's hopping in right away. He doesn't have the X Factor abilities yet that the other defenseman had, but that's fine. I'm very happy with this draft for us. Smith. And then they take... So they end up with their guy. Anyways, like they wanted us to take Eklund here. So they end up with their guy. I just want to slow sim these picks here. See if there's any like steals that come out in the first round. I don't want this video to be too long. I know it's just like the off season. Like I'm going to do the draft obviously. And then we'll do free agency as well. And in the future, when we get to the point where we're ready to win, we'll have to restructure it where we do the draft without like at the end of the season, and then I get your guys' opinion on who's there in free agency and what we should do. I think now it's obvious, like we're just gonna have to spend some money. We're gonna make smart contract decisions just so we hit the cap floor and we have some talent around. Like our D-core needs work, even if we're gonna be a losing team. And then our forwards need a little bit of help. I just want some veteran presence. So we got pick 54. See if there's any steals. So we got top 4D here. That's pretty good. Oh, wow. Ivan Kovic. The Avalanche get a steal in round 2. And then the goal. So maybe we draft a goalie. Maybe we look at taking a goalie. Because the goalies are probably going to have decent-ish potential. I don't know who else is left in this draft for a goalie. Okay, I like this pick. Like, I really like this pick. Petteri Rimpinen as well as like a high starter. I'm going to shoot on Andre off here. Okay, high starter. I can live with that. That could have been way worse for us, so I will take that. Right, what do we got here? I think this is probably going to be the last pick we make. Okay, it's not because I'm going to draft this guy later. I'm glad I sorted by this. Wow, medium elite gem. Even if he's never NHL ready, just the trade value off that alone is nice. Let's see here. Is there anybody else that's like kind of scouted out? This guy's low elite. Daggle. We had a top 640. Let's just take this. We need value with our picks. Okay, this will be the last pick. I'm not going to cheese it and wait too long to draft that goalie. Oh, sorry, wait. I did not want to make this pick. Alright, this has to be like one of the best drafts I've ever had. In terms of like the rebuild, and like we hit everywhere on all our picks. We have our number 1 center of the future, we have our number 1 lefty of the future, and we have 2 really good goalie prospects that are either one of them is going to develop and one of them is going to end up being a trade bait, but still, that's huge. So look at the re-sign phase here. We're just going to go straight to goalies and see. Ladder doesn't want to come back. We didn't want him anyways. We talked about that. We'll qualify Ignatiu because I want to bring him back. I think. He did pretty good. We'll qualify him. We don't want to lose him for nothing anyways. Even if he's just like a healthy scratch, that's fine. Kalen Addison. We did want to bring him back. He did look good. He had good numbers. We'll give him exactly what he's asking for. Okay, we have 28 mil in cap space. We have money to spend. We want to bring back Barry, but not for 3 years. not gonna enter the negotiations on this. I'm just gonna offer 2 million instead. I'll get back to us. Okay. Because like if we just look at our defensemen, like Uyghur, and then it just drops to our scene. Like we have to find a right D now to play with Uyghur, and I want to find an offensive defenseman to play with our scene. Whether that ends up being on the third pair or the second pair, doesn't matter. We just need this guy to have a good teammate to play with. Hanley doesn't want to come back, so we'll let him go. Tenorti doesn't want to come back, we'll let him go. Kuznetsov will qualify. Poirier will qualify. We're going to let you go. We have a lot of guys in the system. Low Elite Muse. Oh no, you're coming back. We'll let Larrabee come back. We just want to clean up the contracts here. We want to get a better control over what we have in the system. We're just going to do like this instead of all expiring. I just want to be able to see like everything we have. So Coronado wants 2 mil on a 2-year deal. He doesn't want a lot of money on a longer deal, but I don't want to like... He'll still be an RFA. We'll give him the bridge deal. He's just going to have to take a little bit less. Mantha does want to come back now. He didn't before. Honestly, it didn't work out in the bottom 6 for you. We're just going to let you go. Qualify Klapka. Burke, he played good. Even though he didn't stay in the lineup, he did play good. We'll release Tula. Now left wing's case. We got Huberto and Sharangovich here. Zari needs a deal. This is the big one, I think. Oh, he wants a bridge deal? I don't like that. I really wanted him to be ready for a bigger deal. That's a tough one. Let me think about this because like an 8-year deal, 3 mil, that's not the worst thing. And he just doesn't want it. So we'll just refresh this. We'll qualify him for now. Gusev, you're coming back. You were lights out for us. We got Hanzik down here. Hunt, you're gone. Suniev, sorry buddy, you're gone. And then centers. Medvanov, welcome to the team. So we've got our center depth figured out. I don't think we need to add anything in free agency in terms of centers. Maybe just like a scratched player, but we're gonna bring back most of these guys because they were doing good for us in the AHL. I'm not gonna mess around. Like these guys can all just get exactly what they're asking. I want to try to get through a quicker off season for you guys. Then we'll just let the rest go from here. And then Misa's not ready. Baron. Okay, you can go back to USA then. Let's advance a day and see what happens. There you go. Barry wants to come back. Coronado rejects. We barely offered you less than what you were asking for. I'm not paying you 2 mil. You're getting less than that. Looking to continue my career with a team in a mid-sized market. Well, unfortunately for you, buddy, we own your rights here. He's playing hardball. Yeah, he doesn't want to be in our organization at all. I mean, we'll give him 2.2, I guess. And let's give Zari something here. I want to figure this out. We'll give him 2 mil as well. He wants to be in our organization. And we just have to take a pause here because we need to look at the scouts, not the coaching, because we had Phil Kessel become a scout. I want to make sure we keep him. We had one other scout as well. Let's keep all our scouts. I'll definitely do go hire different scouts to see if we can get better overalls, but want to make sure we don't lose anyone in case we can't, and all the coaches are fine. Alright, let's advance a day here. Tornado doesn't want to sign. This guy's playing hardball. I'm not really understanding why either. Like, we gave you more than what you're asking for. You're a 35-point player in your, like, pretty much your rookie season. Like, you're not worth anything. I know you don't like the organization. You don't have to like us, but, like, you just have to play. This is the last contract I'm offering him. He can sit as an RFA if he's not going to accept that. So we were at Kesselback. Alright, we're just going to leave Coronado then, boys. I'm not really sure why that happens. There we go. We got our qualified deals. So here we are, July 1st. We need to improve this team. So Marchie's on the market. Dobson's on the market. Holy shit, he wants 13.8. I wonder if we try to trade for this guy at all. I don't think we could. I'm not going to give up first. Yeah, I don't think we could. Bouchard's restricted. So let's look at the unrestricted free agents first. Besser hits the market, wants 12 mil. Do we bring back Sam Bennett to Calgary? I don't think it's a good idea. This is the issue with free agency. Like, we need players. But, like, it's tough because the guys who are unrestricted want to win. Because they're older and the restricted guys, like, it just isn't worth it for us. Like, Byram is one we could try to trade for. He doesn't want to be in Buffalo in real life either. We would probably have the trade bait to trade for him. I just wouldn't want to give up too many assets. It would have to be an even trade. Same with Keandre Miller. Like, Miller's a guy we could bring in as well. I'm gonna look at UFAs again. Even though he has no interest in our org, I'm actually interested in Chikrin. Because he could play that top pair just fine with Uyghur. He's young enough where even after this 5 years, if we're not winning by then, like, we could trade him, or he still would have time to go somewhere to win. Like, lots of these guys, there's no org interest, and they're so old that there's not a lot of time for them. Let's see, what do we have for offensive defensemen? Not a lot, apparently. D'Angelo, I refuse to sign you, so we'll keep going. We got John Klingberg. We can bring Klingberg in on a 1-year deal to play with our DFD there. There we go, Klingberg, welcome to the team. I just don't think we're going to improve the decor much more than that. None of these guys are going to want to come here. I'll look at Lindgren. He's still young. Let's see. We'll enter negotiation on this one. I don't want to do a lot. See if we can... Alright. Let's see if we can... inform him a little bit better on our organization. Oh, we just can't win here. So I'm down with the 3-year deal. I can improve the offer. I can give you more money. Like, I'd be willing to give you $750K more. I don't think that's too much of an overpay. The cap will go up. And we don't have, like, any huge contracts, or yet our rookies won't need big deals by then. Let's see if he can sign this. Yeah, There's nobody wants to play in Calgary. We'll look at Nate Schmidt. He doesn't want to come here. I'll just give him what he wants, the 3 years, and I'll give him 2.8 mil. That's a tradable deal. We need a backup goalie as well. I think somebody who's going to be capable of having some starts as well. I think Jake Allen could probably play 30 games if needed. We'll give him a little bit more just so he signs right away. I want to see if there's any... Oh, it's going to do this glitch again. There we go. So only Hildeby here has potential as a starter. So we'll just bring him in for the AHL. Nice. Nobody else has potential. Top 4D, potentially? No, okay. I want to take a good look at the forwards here because I feel like we need to add a better offensive talent, at least one. I don't think it's that realistic to bring back Sam Bennett, but it might have to be the player. Kuzmenko could come back. There we go. Kuzmenko could be a good sniper to go alongside Medvedov. And maybe he wants to come play with another Russian. Who knows? I can give him 4.4, I think is fair. I wouldn't give you in full. Like, I'd give you modified and you could have like 50% of the teams. Okay. I think we just hold off now. I have to go quickly do the scouts. I'm not going to take you guys all through that. Only the players I think is worth showing. So I'll bring this back when we start the sim again to see if we get our free agents. All right, we're back. I actually decided not to mess with the scouts. I just think that since this is a custom roster, we know what we're going to get in these first few drafts. I think it might be a little bit better if when the players like at the top of the draft are gone, if it might be a little bit more of a mystery who's in the later rounds. So I'm just going to leave the scouts how they are. So we're just going to start simming now, and hopefully some of these guys sign with us. There we go. Kuzmenko accepts. Okay. Coming back to Calgary. That's nice. Poirier's been offer sheeted. I thought he accepted already. We're just going to match this. His salary can be buried. I don't want to lose a prospect for nothing. I thought that we went after a couple defensemen. And we must... Oh, yeah, they already signed. Okay. They signed. Let's look at the free agents here. We'll see who's still available. We have money to spend. Sam Bennett's still on the table here. Donato, Rossi. Well, Rossi's a RFA. Hold on. What if we trade for Marco Rossi? Now, we already traded with the Wild. We might have to look at that if he's not going to get signed right away. Like, let's look at all the RFAs and just see. I should look at Byram. We should look at Byram. This could be a good trade for us. Our defense, like, I don't think that we're going to improve the team enough to win. I think it'd be a little bit ridiculous to think of we're going to make these couple moves and now we're going to be a winning team. But if we look at our defense, there's nothing here. Like, it's Uyghur and Arsene and nothing else. Like Schmidt, Bean, like, these guys are nothing. And we have like quite a few rookie skaters now. Like defensively, we have these prospects. There's a few forward prospects here. Like, we might be able to trade for Byram. I would say to offer sheet him, but one, I don't want to end up risking losing a first round pick, but also they just match. So there's no point in that. I don't think it's smart to trade Boss already. He could still grow. Baron's 66. He has a chance to grow. I wonder what we can just do with draft picks. We have 3 firsts in the next draft. What if we just go our second and Vancouver's third? I think they will accept that. I want to see if maybe we get a 6th. Oh, they're not going to accept it. Sweeten it just a touch. Okay, so we'll just move down then. We'll give them a 5th and we'll take back a 7th. And that should go through. There we go, trade accepted. Gonna be happy we got a quality player back and we didn't do anything else like trade somebody away. So now let's go look and see how long of a deal we can lock him up to. He's still young. He only wants a 3-year deal. We're gonna convince you to sign long term. We'll see. If I have to offer him 7 mil for 8 years, I will. Oh. He doesn't want that at all. But if we go 8 years, 7 mil, with a modified no trade clause. Nah, it's not gonna work, I don't think. Six years could be the sweet spot. I have to come down on the money a little bit. Let's see if he accepts that. Just while we're here, we'll look at all expiring players and see if there's any big names. So we have to get Backlund. We've already decided like he's gonna stay. I want him to retire a Flame. So $3 million I think is fair. Really accepts that right away, and we're not gonna offer Bean or Papasil yet because Bean's not staying here and Papasil dropped in overall. So I want to see if he climbs back up first. And we have Dustin Wolf. He's not eligible yet. All right, so we're just gonna wait on Byram, and then I think we're good. There's no more big trades to make yet. Nice. If Byram locked up, we're just gonna go quickly propose a trade. I just want to make sure that we have like players for every position. So it's center wise, Kadri, Backlund, Medvedov, Johnson, good. Huberto, Zari, Farabee, Sharon Govich is down to an 81 now. So it looks like we have enough right wingers and left wingers. Defensively, I don't like this, but it's better than what it was. And we'll get on goalies. We're just going to go see if we can get like some 80 overall players. They'll help fill out the AHL, but also some of them can play in the NHL. They can be depth guys for us. There's still lots of talent left. That's the sad thing. If we were ready to win now, like this would be a good free agency for us. What's it, sorry? Steps, let's go. Is that Frost? Did I see that right? We just traded him to Minnesota and they won't even sign him. I wonder what they did with their money because they should have lots of money now. Like the cap space with them, I think they got 15 mil from having Suter and Parise be up. So yeah, they should have lots of money to spend. And we'll go see about defensemen. So there's some better org interest here now. We'll bring in Dahan to be the depth guy. And then if we can get one more forward, that'd be nice. I don't always like being straight up against the contracts, but get some vets for the AHL or some depth pieces for the NHL. Either way, it's a win-win. Alright. I think we're done the off-season now. We have our coaches, we have our scouts. Our players are signed, and we'll see you guys when it's time to edit the line. Alright, here we are. It's September once again. Here's what our lines are looking like. This is all mostly computer done. But we got Huberdeau, Kadri, Coleman. That's a +4. I think we should keep it. Sharon Govich, Medvedov, and Kuzmenko. Now, Sharon Govich is still listed as a second line forward. His morale's in the dumps. I feel like for him to be 81 overall. Like, it says he's happy, but this just can't be true. Zari's up to an 83. Backlund grew to an 84. And Ogren is up to an 82. He's a third line checking forward. So, he's ready for big minutes. Farabee is at a 78. Third line scorer. He's $5 million for 3 more years. I think we have to try to trade him. And then we have Brown, Tatar. We should have a better center than Brown, but anyways. And then defensively, it's Uyghur and Byram, which makes sense. We want Byram to get big minutes. And then Arsene and Klingberg, because this is a 0. And then Schmidt and Bean are a -2. Again, we don't really care about Schmidt and Bean. They're placeholders. So we're going to leave them there. The only thing we could do this. No, it's still... Yeah, okay, so it's 0. So we could just do this instead and have them be the -2. But I think this is the D pairings we're going to rock. I'm not going to do the power play lines or anything else because I want to know what you guys think we should do in terms of our forwards. Now, we're technically like a couple of forwards too many. Because if Farabee gets back up, he's a second line forward. Shangovich is a second line forward. You could argue Zari belongs on the second line. Or maybe up there on the first line. Like, there's lots that could be done. Blake Coleman doesn't need to be on the first line. And again, at 85 overall now, like, we could trade him. I still think that's a good idea. So I just really want to hear your guys' thoughts down below on what moves we should make. This is the AHL, I'll show you quickly. So Papasil's down here now, but we could call him up as well. Defensively, Morin. We have Addison who could get called up as well. Barry, Morin, Addison, they can be called up. Kuznetsov's listed as a depth D. So he could also get called up. Goaltending wise, Hildeby's up to a 77. Zarubin is a 71. And then Wolf grew to an 84, which is nice, and Allen's still at that 81. And scratched, like, oh shoot, we have to put Boyum in. So we'll get Boyum in there. And we have Hanzik as well. I think it makes sense to give Hanzik 4th line minutes. And we can get Boyum up in the lineup really quick. We can just take out Bean. I forgot about Boyum. It felt like something was missing. So yeah, maybe we go Arsene and Boyum. And Klingberg and Schmidt can be the minus pair. I think that would be okay with me. And we still haven't signed Perek, I guess. I'm not sure what overall he's up to. We'll show you guys very quickly here. I know this episode's running a little bit longer than I wanted to. Let's see if he's in the system. So yeah, Perek's only up to a 75, so he's not ready yet. He's got 1 more year in Saginaw, unfortunately. I think once he gets to the AHL, it'll be 1 year and he'll be ready. I think the OHL's not helping him grow. So yeah, we're going to end the video here. These lines are not set in stone. Please let me know down below what you guys think we should do with these lines. Who we should trade away. Should we trade away Coleman because he's the vet? He's 33 years old. Give him a chance to win. Or do we trade the guys like Farabee and Sharangovich, who, yes, they have some potential. And yes, they're better than their overall dictates, but they're not happy being here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think we should do down below. What moves we should make. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and YouTube, we'll see you in the next one.